Good morning, my friends. It's Timmy here. I'm an independent designer with Couture, and today is Watts of Love Wednesday. And that means that we're going to create a darling little project using one of our special Watts of Love designs. I'll tell you all about that in a few minutes. And the project that we create will be available and up for auction, and all proceeds from that beautiful creation we make today is going to go directly to Watts of Love. So we'll talk more about Watts of Love in a minute, but let me tell you what we're working on and creating here today. So the transfer that we're using today is this one. It's called Old Keys Won't Open New Doors. So you can see there's the saying, which is really adorable, and then a couple of keys you can use to chalk. And the surface we're going to be using is our door tag. This is a whitewashed wood door tag. You can get it on my chalk site, as well as all of the things that I'm using here today, minus a cute little embellishment I'll tell you about in a minute. And we're going to just open this up so it's ready to go. It is two-sided, so you can chalk on either side. We're going to do just one today. Good morning, Patricia. How are you, my friend? Happy hump day. I hope you're having a great one. It's funny, so I'm going to put some of that garbage. The other thing I'm going to be using today is one of the little wood house cutouts. These come in a pack of 2, and they're darling little wood shapes. There's so many different ways you can use this little guy. But we're going to actually embellish him with some pieces that I found to make a little fairy house door on it. So it's going to look something like this. And then we're going to attach it, of course, to our door tag. And then we'll have our saying here right at the top. So that's my plan. Got a lot going on here today. So I want to jump in and get started. Also going to share a couple of techniques with you that are new as well. So hang tight. We got a lot to do today. So I hope you're all having a wonderful morning already. I have to tell you, I'm really loving doing some of my lives here first thing in the morning before I start my work day. It's a great way to connect with you guys, so I'd love it if you'd pop in and say hi if you're watching live. And if you're watching the replay, be sure to do hashtag replay and let me know that as well. And of course, any questions you have along the way, just pop them in those comments box, and I will do my best to answer them for you. So this whitewash door tag, we could use it and as it is but I want to add a little bit of kind of country flair to this, and the way I'm going to do that is with our gorgeous Farmhouse Tile pattern. And as you can see, this Farmhouse Tile pattern has been well loved. We've been using it a lot in a lot of different ways, and it's actually awesome because I want this to be really rustic. Now we're talking about old keys, right? So I want this to really look rustic. And I also want this pattern to be back here to be kind of subtle. So how I'm going to do that is I am going to use a very light colored chalk paste to make this just stand out just a tad. Now, we have a beautiful color called Greige, and unfortunately, I don't have any in stock. It's one of the last colors that got updated with our new formula. So I'm going to mix my own color. I am going to use our Storm, which is a beautiful gray, but I want it to be a bit lighter. I want this to be a little bit more subtle. So I'm going to put some of the Storm in a little color tray here. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of my Shimmer Frost, which is kind of a sparkly white. And I'm going to mix these together. So if you ever wondered if you can mix chalk paste colors together to make your own color, the answer is absolutely yes. So I am going to mix that up just till I get kind of a lighter gray. And I'm going to love this because it's a little shimmery too. So our shimmer pastes are kind of like glitter paste, but without having the mess of glitter. So if you love working with glitter, you probably will love these shimmer pastes. And we have a whole slew of different colors. I'm adding a whole lot more shimmer paste here because I really do want this to be really nice and light. And we've got a big surface here to cover, so I want to make sure I have enough as well, all mixed. So it almost becomes like a little bit of a silver. If I want to lighten this even more, I can add a little white. So maybe I'll do that as well. So is your morning going well so far? I hope it is. As you know, I have been trying to go live here in the morning before I start my official work day. And I have been really enjoying this. And when I thought about this transfer, I thought about how it really resonated with me. I had always kind of felt like the only time I really could go live and show you projects was in the evening. That would be the only time it would really make sense. But what I am finding is that I am getting as many viewers, if not more, in the morning. So I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you sharing the chalk love with your friends who you think might enjoy projects like these, and keeping me in your feed. So thank you so much. If you want to get notified when I go live, just make sure that you've liked my page, and that way you'll get a little pop-up that says when I am live, so you won't miss a project. If you want access to some of my specials and deals, and as you know, yesterday we did our monthly club transfer, I mentioned that I had a special deal going on for my VIP customers. You can join my VIP group just by going over to my Style Innovators group. It's linked in my page here. But if you can't find it, just go ahead and type in VIP, and I'll be happy to make sure you get in. It's free, and it's a great way to be able to get access to some of my specials and deals that I can't post publicly. So let me tell you a little bit about Watts of Love, if you're not familiar. Watts of Love is Chalk Couture's philanthropic partner. It's the charity that Chalk Couture has been supporting for the last couple of years. And it's really a fabulous, fabulous organization. What they do is they provide lights, solar-powered lights, to people who don't have access to electricity. Now, sometimes that's in a third world country like Malawi, where we support their village, but sometimes it's also here locally as well in the United States, because there's been a natural disaster and people are without power or electricity for a long time. When we help organizations or people really in third world countries, it means that we are providing them with a light source so that they can actually have a better life. So here we go. So there we go. A nice kind of light gray that's using that farmhouse tile. This is kind of going to be our background for this design. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just put this aside, because the next thing that we want to do while that is drying is we want to get our little farmhouse, our little fairy house door here set, because we don't want to use just this boring wood, right? We want to kind of zhuzh it up a little. Hey, Connie, thanks for watching. Where are you calling in from, or listening in from, I should say, calling in from? Silly me. So one of the things that you may not know is that in addition to being able to chalk with our chalk paste, you can also use our paste to act like a stain or even a paint on surfaces. And I love using it for that reason, because it dries really quickly. So the two colors I'm going to use on my fairy door and the outline are black and white. And I'm not going to paint them on. I'm actually going to use them as a stain. And I find the easiest way to do that is by using a baby wipe. Yep, you heard me, a baby wipe. So what I'll do is I'll grab a clean baby wipe for each color here. And for our door, I'm just going to put a little bit of this chalk paste. It's a great way to use up some of those kind of dried sides on the inside of your chalk paste container. and I'm going to just spread it on like a stain. So you can make it as light or as dark as you want. But what's really great, as I said, is that this will cause this to dry really quickly. So it's way easier than using stain or a paint. It's easy to clean up, and you're done in a jiffy. So look at that. How fast was that, right? So super easy, super cute. So we're gonna let that dry. No need to do the opposite side because we're gonna glue that down to the house, so we don't have to worry about that. You do get a little bit of mess on your fingers, so if you don't like the mess, you might want to use gloves. I never use gloves. Hey Marie, good morning to you, my friend. How is the shed building going? I love watching the progress, mostly because I'm a little jealous. I am not handy when it comes to building things like that. So I'm always really intrigued by people who have that ability. And it looks like you're doing some of it too. Is that true, Marie? I think maybe your hubby, but I think I also heard you were doing some of it. So that's great. I know you definitely, so fun to be able to have another place to store some outdoor things. So again, we only need to really worry about the front. We can do the sides because they will show a little bit. So we're just rubbing this paste on, again, just using the baby wipe to put it on. Makes it really quick and easy. Yay! And like I said, this will dry in really just minutes. That's the other nice thing. You don't have to wait forever for your stain to dry because it's made out of chalk paste. So there we go. So we've got that done. And then we have a couple of cute little embellishments that came with this little kit. Weather stopped the last 2 days. Yeah. Yep. Understand. Did you get any storms? My son's down in Georgia, and he was saying that there were some serious tornado warnings the last couple of days. Thankfully, I think they've been safe, but are you getting some of that as well? Where you are? All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and do these little pieces. If you wanted, you could grab a paintbrush. Sorry, and I'm going to do that here, just in case you want it to get a little bit more. So like I said, you can use our chalk paste, especially this new creamy, dreamy formula, and paint on the chalk paste. That works too. Now let me tell you a little bit about how this purchase is going to go, and how you can make a donation or have the proceeds of your donation go to support Watts of Love. So once I finish this project, I will post a picture of it, a finished picture of it, in our team page here, on our page here, sorry. And bidding is going to start at $25. And the highest bid at the end of the weekend will get this project. I will send it to you free of charge, shipping wise, and you can make your donation for the item directly onto my chalk site. There's a place there where you can make a donation to Watts of Love, and I will then send you your gorgeous design. Now, if you want to create this yourself, you can grab the Watts of Love transfer that we're going to be using, which is this guy again, remember, and $2 from the purchase of every Watts of Love design that we offer does go to Watts of Love directly. So you can grab that and also make a donation that way. Couture is getting ready to hold its annual Chalkathon as well, and there's going to be a lot of great prizes and opportunity to get some really good stuff and support Watts of Love. So keep an eye out for that. I'll post more about it in my group too. So let's see. I'm going to take a little bit of this gray that we created and just also kind of give my house a little bit of a whitewash. Or gray wash, I guess I should say, right? And using the same technique, just using my little baby wipe here to kind of give this a little bit of color. So we've got that set. Now what we want to do is start putting all of this together. We want to make sure it's all dry. If you need the quick dry tool, you can grab that. Make sure all of this is ready to put together. Now, when I go to adhere my big wood piece to the tag, I'm going to use my hot glue gun, but just so I don't burn my crazy fingers, I am going to just grab some regular old Elmer's glue here. So give me a sec to grab that. Oh, I also have some clear Gorilla Glue. We can use that as well. So I'm just going to turn on my glue gun so that it is ready to go. Grab the Gorilla Glue. So you can use really whatever you have. I just had my Elmer's glue out, but can I find it? No. I'm trying to be organized, but sometimes it's harder than others. All right, so we're going to take our glue and add a little dab. And this is going to go right over the front of our door. See, already kind of cute, right? And then the same thing with the little heart. And this dries clear, this Gorilla Glue, so as long as I don't get it all over my fingers, it should work pretty well. And then this little guy, this little lock, we'll put that on. Now you can add some design or color or background to this wood house if you want as well. But I think we're gonna just let it be as is, because you know what, there's a lot going on here and I really want the words to have an opportunity to stand out. All right, so I've got my Gorilla Glue on the back. Whoops, looks like my little heart didn't stay on. Not enough glue, I think. So we'll get that back on. I'm a hot glue gun girl, but I always burn my fingers on these little pieces, so I figured I'd try something a little different so I don't hurt myself. I think this needs a little red heart on the door. What do you think? I think we'll chalk on a little red heart when we're done. There. All right, so we've got our little door, little house done with our cute door. I also found these cute little keys at my local craft store. I think that might be fun to add to this as well. And now we'll come back to our door tag that we did a few minutes ago. And I'm just going to give it a quick zhuzh, make sure that it is dry. If you don't have one of our heat tools, you can use an embossing tool or a hair dryer, whatever you have. And you can't quite see this, but because we added a little bit of that Shimmer Frost in here, we've got a really nice little shimmer in the background as well. So really cute. So if you wanted to make this even a little bit more rustic, you could take a little piece of sandpaper and kind of rough up the edges, or add a little bit of antiquing ink even and add that around. So you can decide what you love most. All right, so I think this is pretty dry. Yeah, feels pretty good. Isn't that just gorgeous almost by itself? So we're gonna put the house at the bottom so you can kind of see where we're headed here. And then we're gonna take our Watts of Love transfer, and this top part we're gonna chalk on the top. And then we're gonna add a bow and it will be complete. And that'll be it. So super fun, quick project. Hope you're enjoying it. If you do, I'd love to get some hearts, so you let me know if this is a project you'd like. And if you do like creating and watching me create with all these awesome transfers, remember that we do have this great sale going on right now where you buy 3 transfers and get the 4th one for free. And the lowest price transfer is the one that is for free, just so you know. But you can buy a whole bunch of them and then pair that with our awesome new priced surfaces that are even lower. It's a great deal. So if you need some suggestions in terms of which ones to get or which surfaces pair with which designs, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help you find you the right design and the right surface to go with it. All right, so I'm just gonna take the transfer off the backer sheet like we always do. Got my fuzzing towel here. Again, that just helps to loosen the adhesive on the back of this transfer. And especially since we do already have another chalk design underneath, I want to make sure that we don't pull up that chalk paste. So I'm going to make sure this is not too sticky. That's really all that's doing, making sure it's not too sticky. All right, we're going to place this on. I hear the pups running around like loonies. Just want to make sure that this is going to line up okay. It looks good. And just using my fingers, I am going to smooth that down. So here we go, so you can see what that's going to look like. And then quick stir of our black velvet paste. And then I'm going to take my little mini squeegee here. Maybe I'll take my small squeegee. Dip it into the chalk paste container. Load it up. And then just pull the paste across the screen. Just so we cover these words. That's it. Chalking is one of the most relaxing activities I think I have ever found. And I really do just love being part of this chalk community. When I first heard about the product, I fell in love. But what really made all the difference was having an opportunity to create with other creators who are so inspiring and so willing to share their ideas with me and my fellow designers. And I just could not believe the generosity of spirit that this company has. And this Watts of Love partnership is just yet another example of that. Now the best part, as we call it, the peel and reveal. And I probably should do this while it's down so I don't make a mess of myself. And there we go. Old keys won't open new doors. Just nice and gentle. You want to pull that back. I'm going to put this onto that backer sheet here so I get a minute to clean it up. And I don't know if you can hear that growling in the background, but that's my crazy pups. They're being crazy. So here we go. Cute, huh? Now we're going to take our glue gun, as I said before, and we're going to glue this house shape on. So it'll go about like that. And we'll add some embellishments to our cute little house. I think a little ribbon would be really fun here. Maybe a farmhouse ribbon, since we're doing this farmhouse tile, would be cute. Oh, looks like this is at the end of my roll, so I want to grab a new one, but I think we'll do that there. Here we go. And that's it, my friends. Once we add a few embellishments and a bow, this project will be completed. So I hope you enjoyed this awesome design today. I thank you so much for watching. Once it's completed, I will post a picture on my page, and then bidding will start, so you can grab this gorgeous door tag to hang on your door, and all the proceeds of the sale for this project will go to Watts of Love, and you can help support others who are living without electricity and help them to grow and build their lives. So thanks so much for being a part of your morning, my morning with me. Again, my name is Timmy. I'm an independent designer with Couture, and I love creating DIY home decor and helping you to learn how you can do it too. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day.